Welcome to another episode of Hospitality Insider on Koni TV. Today's featured guest is Fausto Jimenez, Director of a brand at Posadas Hotel Group in Mexico. Fausto, what a pleasure to have you here today.
Koni, it's an honor to be with you.
And we've been known so long time, and I feel so honored to have you here and explain all about what is Fiesta Americana and Posada Group is doing. So explain to the audiences the whole portfolio of Posadas Group hotels.
Oh yes. Well, Grupo Posadas is a Mexican group that owns, manages, operates and franchises hotels in Mexico. We have 6 brands and a new one coming. So that we operate and manage 5-star, 5-star plus, 4-star properties, 3-star, and so every brand is a chain with several hotels,
right,
focused to particular segment in Mexico. We cover beach properties, city properties. We are in over 65 cities in Mexico, and we are growing.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're aggressively growing in a lot
Yes,
of
our
places.
pipeline is very aggressive now.
That's good. So now I understand that you just started a franchise program.
Yes, with our new brand that is called Gamma. We are going to have a Gamma by Fiesta Inn, that's 4-star, and we are going to have Gamma by Fiesta Americana, that's 5-star.
Okay.
And we are very excited about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I know that you took over the responsibility of having a director of a brand standard. So how do you determine each brand and what they needed to be?
Well, as director of standards, I cover the standards of all the brands in Posadas.
Yes.
And what we do is that we work through a standards committee.
Okay.
In that standards committee, we have several executives. We have the brand executives.
Yes.
We have the development people, and we also have the operations.
Okay.
And among them, we decide the standards for each brand,
Yes.
but we are very conscious of aligning them properly, no?
Yes.
Because when it was not done like this, we had the risk of having a 4-star hotel having better features than a 5-star, no?
That's right.
And right now we are aligning all that.
That's right. So now, Fausto, the Grupo Posadas owns, manages hotels, right? It is so that you develop, you own, and you invest, right?
Yes.
So it's not a franchise that you purchase.
Well, we handle several concepts.
Yes.
We do own and we do manage, but right now most of our properties are only managed.
Yes.
They have separate owners,
Yes.
and now with this new brand, we are going to franchise a brand. No?
Okay. No, I remember there's a beautiful hotel in Cancun that you built. What is it? About 7 years ago, Aqua.
Yes. Live Aqua is wonderful. It's a wonderful property in Cancun. It's a special category hotel. That hotel right now has won a lot of awards.
Yes.
Because of its concept. It was born several years ago, and right now it has recently changed to be an luxury all-inclusive for beach.
Yes.
But it has outstanding performance. Our guests are so happy there.
Yeah.
They find a very luxurious concept of all-inclusive, and they are very comfortable in that property.
Yeah, it is just so beautiful. It looked like a part of the whole nature, when you are out in there.
No, the architecture is wonderful.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, that's actually a question I was going to ask you. that I know that most of the Mexican resort in the beach area are all inclusive. So is Fiesta Americana and Aqua that you just said, just making it an inclusive?
Right now we have several properties that were first Fiesta Americana hotels and now are turning to be all-inclusive.
Okay.
But it's a very well taken care of all-inclusive with premium brands, premium products, very good entertainment, very good food. The bedding is excellent. So we are taking care of bringing the all-inclusive experience,
Yes.
but with a really fine touch.
Right. So so there has to be much better reasons or benefits for the guest to buy into an all-inclusive.
Well, it's a segment. For example, Cancun is a city, a beach city that has changed.
Yeah.
Before it was a very large convention
Yes.
area. Right now it has been turning to all-inclusive mostly.
Right.
But we still have other properties that are not all-inclusive, that are 5-star properties like Fiesta Americana Grand, that is the Coral Beach, Fiesta American Coral Beach. It's a great property, and that one is not all-inclusive.
Okay.
And it's another segment, no?
That's right, exactly. Well, hold that thought. When we come back, we're going to find out what he's doing that is differently than other hotels to attract the customers. Don't go away.
I am Fausto Jimenez, Vice President for Standards at Grupo Posadas, and you're watching.
You are watching.
And you're watching.
You are watching
You're watching Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
KoniTV.tv.
Welcome back to Hospitality Insider with Fausto Jimenez, Director of a brand for Grupo Posadas in Mexico. Fausto, thank you so much for sharing some information. And now let's talk about, I know that you have a lot of competition and a lot of different hotels there. What is that one special thing that Grupo Posadas does than any other people don't do? What is differentiate?
Well, I think that the difference is that we really focus on each segment of the hotels. No? Some hotels are very complex because you can find a city hotel that has business executives, but also has people that go for a convention or go with their families. No?
Yes.
And I think that having that complexity, we really focus on listening to our guest and paying attention on what he really wants and make it easy for him.
Right.
We are very special in having the correct recognition for that guest. Each guest wants a personal recognition. Some want attention, but not a lot.
Yes.
They want to do their business, but and to feel that they are in a comfortable, very efficient area where they can finish their business.
Yeah.
We help them to do that without being intruders or trying to over-service them.
So I know that you even do a survey before guests arrive and what do they want to drink and what is their habits and so forth. So that really is important these days, isn't it?
Oh yes, we have very sophisticated programs that really follow the guests with their interests, and we keep track of each of our guests through our membership, our frequent guest program, and we know what they like.
Yes.
We know in advance if they like a high floor, a non-smoking room, if it's their birthday. And that touch is very important for the guest. When he gets there and he realizes that somebody knows it's his birthday,
special.
I think they feel pampered and they feel at home.
Yeah, that's very special.
That's the key to make them feel it's their second home when they are out of their home.
Right. So now, what are the mix of your guests? Are they more leisure, they come for fun, or do you have a conventions, and how do you mix them?
Well, it depends because we have hotels in over 65 cities. No, so we have beach properties, city properties. We have beach properties that are really also convention centers. We have city properties where people go to make business, but the hotel in that particular city is like the place to be in the city.
Okay.
Because it's a small city and
Okay.
it's the place to be. So,
Yeah.
so you have to be aware of the different segments in the different locations.
Right. So that you combine with the bars and people where they can gather, restaurants and so forth.
Yes, and for example, in our 4-star brand that is Fiesta Inn, we have made a new product where we intend to serve the 4-star traveler, but it's a business traveler.
Right.
So we facilitate in that hotel that he doesn't feel alone, that
Right.
we help him to make his business or whatever brought him to that city to be
Yes.
accomplished,
Yes.
but help him to have a quick breakfast so that he has an area where he can work in his room, but also if he feels alone, lonely, he can go downstairs and it's a lounge area
Yes,
to
yes,
work
yes.
with the correct lighting, the correct fixtures to work and all that. No? So he really feels part of a community, and our guests like a lot that.
Yeah, that sounds a really fantastic idea. And now, what's the mix of your guests from local Mexicans, then America and Europe, and as how does it mix?
Well, it depends on the cities. For example, Cancun, we have a lot of foreigners, mainly from the United States,
Okay.
and but also Los Cabos.
Yes.
But in some other areas, we also have foreign customers that go for business, or our technicians that go to work to a factory,
Right.
and they have longer stays with us. No.
I see. Okay.
So it depends, no?
Yeah.
Of course, the Mexican market for us is very important. Our brands are very recognized in Mexico. Fiesta Inn brand has been there for almost 20 years,
Yes.
and Fiesta Americana has been there almost 40 years. So it's a tradition for a lot. Right now we are finding that the people that are staying with us, our guests, some of them stayed at the Fiesta Americana when they were kids,
Yes,
and now
yeah.
they are the ones taking their kids
That's
to the
right,
hotels.
that's right.
no?
So Fiesta Americana and whole Posadas group is started, like I said, 40 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also
yes.
still a privately owned company.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's in the Mexican stock.
Okay.
Yes, but it's Mexican owned. It's a
Okay.
Mexican company.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it is a Mexican stock exchange.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much. When we come back, we're going to talk about his future plan of Fiesta Americana and entire Posadas group. Don't go away.
I'm Scott Divert, and I work for Carlson Residor Hotel Group, and you're watching.
You are watching
You're watching
You're watching
Thank you for watching Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
The first ever internet TV station designed specifically for the hospitality industry, KoniTV.tv.
Welcome back to Hospitality Insider with Fausto Jimenez at Grupo Posadas. Thank you so much for all these wonderful stories that you're sharing with us. Now, what do you see the Grupo Posadas plan for the future?
Well, what we see in the short and middle term is growth. We are very excited. We have a new brand that we are going to franchise, and we expect a very interesting growth in that area. That's going to cover 4- and 5-star hotels, and we are also working hard to improve our products.
Right.
But the way to improve it is always to follow the experience of the guest.
Yes.
So we are very focused on staying near our guest and finding out what is the new wow he's looking at.
That's right. Exactly.
So we are intending to comply new standards that help us to protect the experience of the guest.
Right.
We speak a lot of making airbags
Uh-huh.
to protect that experience.
Yes. Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
So we are building those airbags
Yeah.
through our standards.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a very interesting concept.
Okay,
And
that's-
I think that our great guests are going to be very happy when they find out that whatever promise we make them with our brand
Right.
is going to be there because we're protecting it with standards, with procedures, with a lot of
Right.
what is happening now.
Yeah, that's great. So now, as you know, the world is changing. Every day we experience new technology, especially in the tech-savvy young kids, that millennials, that comes and visit. So what is a group of Posadas is being preparing for to receive all these young
Oh yes,
tech-savvy kids?
the technology factor is there. No, we are taking care of going with the technology without forgetting the personal service.
That's right.
So we do know that today's luxury is technology. No?
Right.
So we are going to have it available in our rooms, in our public areas, but without forgetting that service and recognizing the guest and helping him in accomplishing whatever he intends to do in his trip. That's the focus.
That's perfect. So now, what is your biggest challenge?
I think that right now growth and changes are coming so fast that we have to be nimble.
Yes.
That's the idea.
Absorb.
Maybe we have such a size with more than 120 hotels, but we have to be swift to identify what our guests want and be swift to change and
Yes.
agile.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's the challenge now.
Yeah. That is really a challenge for everybody, and then wherever it is. But then, I also know that Grupo Posadas is very aware and very conscious of sustainability.
Oh yes. Last year we were awarded for the first time as a social responsibility award that exists in Mexico, and of course it was a very important step for us because it touches everything: the front house, the back of the house, the building, how we operate, how our people think, and it's very important. In Mexico, we are very concerned in complying with the government's specifications for responsibility, social responsibility. We do comply with the Semarnap. There is the Mexico.
Okay. What is it called?
Semarnap.
Oh, Semarnap.
Yes,
Okay.
which has a lot of standards that you have
Yes.
to comply to be
Yes.
really a responsible company, and we are working hard to not only comply but really to have it in our blood. No?
Yes. Yes, like a habit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course sustainability. We are working to improve in the improvements that we're doing the new properties, to consider that issue also.
Fausto, I found that being in Mexico, we do have a manufacturing done in Mexico, and really the regulation, rules, and everything is much more stringent than even United States. I mean, the things that they are pushing through that toward the green movement is huge. That I'm very, very impressed with all the things that Mexican government is doing to make this world more green.
Well, in Mexico we have such natural treasures that
Yes.
we really have to protect them.
That's right.
We
That's
really
right.
have to protect them, and we have to do something about
Yes.
it. Yes.
And such a beautiful properties that you have there. So now let's see, you're in here and HI Connect. And what do you want to get out of it? Or what is your experience?
HI Connect it has been working for 3 years, and I think it's really a trendsetter.
Yes.
It's changing the industry for suppliers, for designers. It's giving opportunity to a lot of people and companies to be in the game. And I think that the level, the executive level that you see here is unique.
Yes.
I have been attending trade shows for 25 years, and believe me, in the industry there's nothing like this event,
You're right.
and it's getting better.
You're absolutely right. It's absolutely amazing what they can come up with. It's truly the design of the future that anybody can come in and learn and then take it back. And so I would love to have you take back a lot of great things that you see here.
I am.
And that's wonderful. So in last word, that share us your wisdom. What do you live by, and what wisdom do you want to share?
Well, it's a long way.
Long way.
It's a long way, so you have to walk slowly through it and enjoy every step of
That's
it.
right.
Every step. And that way you will never repent, because it's not going to be easy and it's long, but enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's
every
it.
single step there is something that we can
Oh
enjoy.
yes,
Right?
yes.
Well, thank you so much, Fausto.
Koni.
This was such a pleasure. Thank you for watching Hospitality Insider with Fausto Jimenez at Grupo Posadas. If you'd like to know more about Grupo Posadas, please come to konitv.tv. Thank you for watching.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Cinders, Senior Vice President for Government Affairs at American Hotel and Lodging Association, and you're watching
You're watching
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
KoniTV.tv. Koni TV is the hospitality TV company, and we're very excited to be part of Koni TV.